Good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Lazarus, and it is my distinct honor to be the Master of Ceremonies tonight for Cherokee High School's 17th Annual Renaissance People's Choice Awards. And before we get started with tonight's festivities, let's just get one more round of applause for Mrs. Schmidt and the wonderful Cherokee Chamber Strings. Thank you very much. And now I would like to introduce members of Cherokee's concert choir. They will be performing our national anthem along with a presentation of the flags by our Junior Naval ROTC program under the command of Major Meehan and Chief Harvey. Would everyone please rise? You may be seated. Thank you very much, concert choir. I may be a little biased, but I think they're pretty good. All right. At this time, we'd like to mention some honored guests we have with us tonight. State of New Jersey Board of Education member, Mr. Joseph Fizicaro Sr. Lenape Regional High School District Board member, Mr. Barry Fitzgerald. Lenape Regional High School District Board member, Mr. Joseph Baroki. Our principal of Cherokee High School North, Mrs. Donna Charlesworth. Our principal of Cherokee High School South, Mr. Leonard Ionelli. Cherokee High School administrators, teachers, and staff. And of course, the Cherokee People's Choice Award recipients, their parents, family, and friends. Also, we have the Renaissance coordinators, Mrs. Gallimbardo, Mrs. Kulo, Mr. Lamplew, Mrs. LaRosa, and Mrs. Lord Morgan. Thank you very much for being part of this special evening where we pause to celebrate some of Cherokee's finest students. And at this time, please join me in welcoming Mrs. Charlesworth, our principal.
Welcome to the Lenape Regional High School District at Cherokee High School. On behalf of the administration and staff, we are delighted to have you here this evening to participate in the 17th Annual Renaissance People's Choice Awards. To our staff here tonight, thank you for your knowledge and expertise and for taking on the challenge of teaching our chiefs with grace, humor, and enthusiasm. Tonight, we honor 71 students out of a student body of over 2,200 for standing out. Our students present this evening are not solely here for their academic or extracurricular prowess. Tonight, they are honored for their optimistic attitude, believing in themselves, succeeding, or for making a positive change. Congratulations are also in order for their families who sit in the audience tonight with great anticipation, with love in your hearts, and beaming with pride. So on behalf of the Cherokee High School administration and faculty, welcome. It is truly a pleasure to see so many of you here this evening to share in this special event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Charlesworth. And we are now pleased to present this year's freshman and sophomore People's Choice Award recipients.
Good evening. On behalf of Mr. Rojek, I'd like to read the following. I would like to, and this is also a senior, because she has to leave early. I would like to nominate Emma Greene for my People's Choice Award. It was a pleasure to get to know Emma this past year. In addition to exhibiting Cherokee's core values of accountability, integrity, and respect, Emma brings her own sense of enthusiasm to our World Cultures class that brightens everyone's day. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rojek's 2015 People's Choice Award winner, Ms. Emma Greene. Nice job.
Good evening, everyone. Electronics is a course full of small challenges that test math, science, and problem-solving skills. My People's Choice nominee is a person who is able to handle those challenges, but also bring a cheerful, optimistic attitude every day to class, and sometimes cookies, too. They're good. I'll ask her if she needs help, and she quickly responds, "Nope, I got it," and she does. Lauren has aspirations of being a Disney princess. She'll do that, but I think Disney will need to create a STEM princess to fill her shoes. Everyone, Lauren.
As his school counselor, my People's Choice Award goes to Joe Van Erich. Whether we are discussing his classes, the best chocolate chip muffin recipes, or the ideal color to paint a race car, our conversations have truly brought joy to my life. Joe has endured the most difficult of times, but continues to have a great attitude. If you haven't met him yet, just look for the young man with a smile that lights up the room. We could all learn from him. Congratulations, Joe.
My People's Choice nominee is Diana Wood. Diana may be a hard worker and excel in school and the pool, but what stands out about her the most to me is who she is as a person. She is one of the most kind-hearted and helpful people I have ever met. She is always willing to help out anyone, and to people who she knows, she frequently greets them with a hug and a smile. I appreciate these qualities in her and enjoy watching the positive impact that they make on myself and others. Thank you, Diana.
My People's Choice Award tonight is given to Carmen Brandovic-Labrie. Carmen brings a breath of fresh air to our Spanish class. His enthusiasm and positive outlook are such a welcome addition to the class. I applaud his attempt to use Spanish and to always try to relate what we are learning to his life experiences. Bravo, Carmen.
My People's Choice goes to Terrence Graves. To borrow a phrase from the author Tom Wolfe, Terrence Graves has the right stuff. I'm impressed not only by his intellectual capacity, but by his character. Self-confident, yet unpretentious. Self-disciplined and determined to succeed, yet polite and respectful. He is an exemplary student who takes his education seriously, and I wish I had more students like him. Congratulations, sir.
My People's Choice Award goes to Lisa DeLulo. Lisa is accountable for every assignment and action that she does in school, exhibits remarkable integrity, whether it be academically, on the field, or supporting a friend. Her mannerism is always respectful to staff and peers alike. In the midst of a trying year, she is still the very embodiment of AIR and what it is all about. I am so very proud to be able to call her one of my own.
My People's Choice Award goes to George Coulter. George has a great attitude and personality that makes the people around him happy. I've had the pleasure to coach George in football and teach him geometry. He's the kind of guy who would give you the shirt off his back and do it with a smile. Cherokee's lucky to have him and his brothers. George.
Dance and Step Club was about to prepare for our performance at the World Cafe, it wasn't clear who would be the choreographer. Kiara Dorothy stepped up to the plate and volunteered to create a dance routine and then taught it in a very patient manner. Kiara is a kind-hearted young lady with a sweet spirit and warm smile, who is very committed to doing her best and to bringing out the best in others. Congratulations, Kiara.
Elizabeth Hood is my People's Choice Award recipient. This chief is positive, dedicated to our academics, and an outstanding representative of our student body and school community. She embraces Cherokee's core values, and my day is always brighter after an encounter with her in the hallway. I was genuinely impressed with Ellie when she provided valuable input for our new schedule for next year. She brings a smile to my face, and I wish her well in the future. Congratulations, Ellie.
My People's Choice is Thomas Dooley. Someone once said that every day we should hear at least one little song, read one good poem, see one exquisite picture, and if possible, speak a few sensible words. In my class every day, Tommy has something insightful and practical to contribute. He finds relevance in every lesson, making connections to the various literature we studied this year. In many ways, Tommy is wise beyond his years, always a gentleman, and a really cool kid to know and teach.
My People's Choice is Dawson Warndell. Dawson always has a friendly hello when I see him in the hallway. I'm proud of the fact that he went out for the wrestling team this year. I look forward to his continued success in the classroom and on the mat as he crosses the bridge to the North Building.
My People's Choice nominee is Dylan Mullen. All during the 2014 to 2015 school year, each time the Naval Junior ROTC cadets conducted a color guard, volunteered for local community service, and school service, there was one common participant, Dylan Mullen. He leads the way for others by his actions, not his words, and he's a fine example for his peers in ROTC, in the classroom, and in the school.
My nominee is Mary Burfine. When Mary joined my geometry class in the middle of January, she was very quiet and kept to herself. After a few weeks, she began to participate and has blossomed into a motivated student. Due to circumstances out of her control, she missed most of second marking period. Through hard work and perseverance, Mary has completed all the missed work during that time. To be that resilient and positive is admirable. I hope Mary realizes what a bright and awesome young lady she is, and any goal can be accomplished. Congratulations.
My nominee is Mr. Brandon Kipp. Brandon has come a long way since the beginning of his freshman year. Brandon has shown great improvement in learning how to deal with many situations. He is a very intelligent and insightful young man. I look forward to seeing what the future holds for this young chief. Congratulations.
Good evening. My People's Choice Award this year goes to a student who taught me how much we can accomplish each day with dedication, integrity, hard work, and discipline. Tyler Piankowski. Although Tyler struggled with the complexity of the material in my Spanish 1 class, he persevered with enthusiasm and eagerness to learn. Tyler, you are an inspiration to me because you remind me how much we can achieve with your attitude, the right attitude, and that with that, the possibilities are endless. Thank you for making me a better teacher, for making me smile every day, and for making our class a better one. I'm going to miss you next year.
Well, you could probably guess who I picked. I wasn't prepared tonight because I've seen Hannah come from, a kid that had trouble and, never found her way until she came to Cherokee. And over the last year or 2 years, she's blossomed into a great person who has a great work ethic and has motivation to help so many people. And I'm tearing up because I'm so proud to say thank you to my daughter in front of everybody.
Good evening. My People's Choice Award goes to Julia McMillan. Jules has demonstrated incredible poise, strength, and maturity this year while dealing with some serious health issues which required 2 surgeries. Through many days of pain, Jules never slacked off, never whined, and never made excuses. She continually focused on her schoolwork and recovery. I admire her strong work ethic, unending resilience, and positive spirit. I know Jules will continue to accomplish great things, and I look forward to hearing about her successes in school and cross-country next year.
Erin Brown is one of our outstanding players on both the Cherokee girls basketball and volleyball teams. When most athletes enjoy a season off, Erin spends countless hours working as one of our student athletic trainers in the athletic training room and on our athletic fields. This total dedication to the athletic department makes Erin Brown not only invaluable to Cherokee High School, but also my People's Choice winner. Thanks, Erin.
My People's Choice Award recipient is Paige Ward. Paige treats everyone around her with humanity and kindness and is enthusiastic about life. She loves learning and contributed immeasurably to my class. From our Shakespeare Festival to Read Across America to her 1984 research, she puts her all into everything she does and makes our entire class better for it. She is also loving and has personally gone out of her way to bring me special treats or make me smile when she figures out that I'm having a rough day, and she'd do the same for anyone. Paige is a bright young woman with passion, creativity, and most of all, positivity, and I hope she never loses those traits that make her so unique.
Good evening. My People's Choice recipients are Julia Drummond and Alexis Gambale. Last October, after my daughter passed away, I returned to school with a heavy heart and a broken spirit. These former students, independently of each other, began to stop by my room after school. They would offer a comforting word, a sweet smile, and just chat for a while. They have continued to do so throughout the year, letting me know how much they do care. For your love, your kindness, and your compassion, please know you will forever have a place in my heart.
My People's Choice recipient is Michelle Seitz. Michelle never passes up an opportunity to speak to me in Spanish in the morning when we are socializing in the hallway before homeroom. She has no inhibitions about trying to use even the more complex grammar structures that we have learned, even if it means making errors in the process. This is something that we as teachers cannot teach. It has to come from within. She also has shared her aspirations of studying Spanish in college, and I know that she will succeed, not only because she has the ability to do so, but more importantly, because she has the heart.
My People's Choice winner is Hana Barnett. To put it simply, Hana Barnett represents la crème de la crème. As she walks into my classroom every day, she brings a ray of sunshine that brightens my day as I watch the smile on her face light up and enlighten all those around her. Hana possesses a rare enthusiasm, one might say a certain joie de vivre, or perhaps a certain je ne sais quoi, as she touches all around her. There's a very special sparkle in her eyes that express her inquisitive mind and show her true love for learning. But above all else, she has integrity. And I know that she will continue to make a lasting impression on others, just as she has on me. Felicitations.
My People's Choice nominee is Dalton Hopkins. Colin Powell said, "A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work." This exemplifies Dalton. He is a model student every teacher wants to have in their class. He is accountable for his success both academically and in sports. He has integrity and respect for everyone he encounters. Every day he comes to my class with a smile on his face, asks me how I'm doing. When he leaves class, he tells me to have a nice day. Keep smiling, Dalton.
My People's Choice Award, Kaitlyn Van Newinnova. It took me all year to learn how to pronounce that name. He's confident, he's kind, he's intelligent, friendly, passionate, sincere, he's grateful, he's inquisitive, he's stalwart, he's exemplary. All of these and more describe Kaitlyn. This young man sets his academic bar high and his humanitarian bar higher. He's an example for us all to follow. Teachers in this room would be lucky to have him for a student, and everyone in this room would be luckier to call him a friend. I have adored my time getting to know Kaitlyn.
My People's Choice nominee is Maddie Gross. Matt is typically not someone you would assume to be a thrower on the track and field team. And for the past 2 years, this young man has transformed himself from a thrower who could barely throw and just 1 year later being a varsity level javelin thrower. However, he's also become a leader and a coach to many of our younger athletes on the team. And I can truly say that our team has become a better place because of Matt's presence on it. Thank you.
Thank you. My People's Choice Award goes to Brooke Wasco. I've had the distinct pleasure of having Brooke in my US II Honors History class. Brooke has shown an incredible ability to comprehend the content of the class and also contributes daily in class discussions. She is also an accomplished athlete playing multiple sports throughout the year. She epitomizes what it is to be a Cherokee chief. Congratulations, Brooke, and thank you for making my first year just a little bit easier.
My People's Choice nominee is Josh Held. Josh is a world language teacher's dream student. He is ready and willing to answer every single question. In a class where it is difficult to get anyone to participate, Josh is my saving grace. He greets me authentically in Italian every day, and no matter what is happening at that moment, he still does it. He is kind, thoughtful, intelligent, and has a genuine thirst for knowledge. I am thankful every day for everything Josh brings to Italian 3. Grazie, Josh.
My People's Choice Award recipient is the remarkable Mr. Brian Polverenti. Brian Polverenti is the student who chose to give up a study hall in the second semester of his senior year to find out for himself what's so great about Shakespeare. His love of learning, his quick wit, and his appreciation for all things Latin distinguish him as a true scholar. There's a Latin phrase that is fitting for Brian, non scole sed vitae discimus, which translates as, we do not learn for school, but for life. Well done.
You got it, kiddo.
To nominate these two students individually would be unfair because in my class, they're a package deal. When all other students complain about dancing in physical education class, these two young men embrace it. When all others are quiet, they are more than willing to participate. Anthony Principato and Jared Barlow are helpful, outgoing, respectful, have unique senses of humor, and are the epitome of good all-around students who always brighten my day. Thank you.
This student is the epitome of a leader and a Cherokee chief. She accepts nothing less than the best, both in track and academics. Throughout her 4 years on the track team, I have seen her maintain a rigorous academic schedule while giving 110% in every practice and meet. But even more than that, she is an incredibly sweet, respectful, kind, and generous young lady. She makes everything around her brighter with her positive attitude and strong work ethic. My People's Choice for 2015 is Jessica Strauss.
Again, on behalf of Ms. Bretz, Chris Dunn is one of the most genuine and friendly students I have met in my time at Cherokee. Every morning, Chris greeted me with a hello and a smile. Chris was excited to be a part of the class of 2015 and took part in the senior faculty basketball game with great enthusiasm. I know Chris's friendly demeanor and willingness to work hard will allow him to be successful as he graduates from Cherokee. Congratulations, Chris. All right, come on, let's go.
Mrs. Katana's People's Choice winner is Jennifer Holman. Jen has been an integral part of the World Cafe at Cherokee for 3 years. Each year, she spent hours preparing authentic and delicious Brazilian food for the night before the event. On the day of, she prepared a table with decorations and served food to her peers to give them a taste of Brazil. Her hard work, dedication, and generosity helped to make our World Cafe a success. Congratulations, Jen. It's a pleasure.
This year is the first year that I knew who my People's Choice was going to be since September. And how fitting, this morning I'm walking into school at 7 o'clock and I see this big, huge smile from the bus. And she greets me with a smile. It's just interesting that today is People's Choice and I see her smiling over there. She has a contagious smile that lit up the halls each day. She would come in, say hello, and ask about my day. She's a super sweet girl who would make me smile every day when I saw her. I will never forget my little one. My People's Choice Award goes to Sade Cattle.
My People's Choice nominee is Timothy Smith. Tim exudes Cherokee spirit and pride. He works hard to maintain honor roll while also enjoying choir, bowling, and many other school activities. He can usually be found with a camera in hand and is always willing to help a fellow classmate or teacher. Tim has a lot of enthusiasm for celebrating the holidays, but clearly it's Cherokee Pride Fridays that are his favorite. Congratulations.
My 2015 People's Choice Award recipient is Ms. Kelsey Lynch. As a teacher, we are lucky enough to experience the academic growth of our students right before our very eyes. As an administrator, sometimes we're fortunate enough to see our students' character growth and positive decision-making right before our very own eyes. Kelsey is an amazing young woman that has great things awaiting her in the future, whether she knows this or not, and I am fortunate enough to have forged a relationship with her in her time here at Cherokee. You will be missed.
Good evening. It gives me great pleasure and pride to present my People's Choice Award to Hana Barnett for her diligence and proficiency in performing a variety of tasks as a library student volunteer after school on Wednesdays for 3 years in the South Media Center. During this time, Hana has become a confident, skillful, and enthusiastic library student worker. Now on Wednesdays after school, she sprints into the South Media Center full of energy, exuding Cherokee pride and self-assurance, ready to begin her assigned tasks and take on others. She's a master at logging in new magazines. I commend her for her prevailing contributions to the South Media Center as a student worker, and I am honored to bestow upon her this 2015 People's Choice Award. Congratulations. Logan DeBlasio is my other People's Choice nominee. Has been an extraordinary peer tutor for 3 years and is now chairperson of the Academics in Motion AIM peer tutoring program that's held every Wednesday after school in the South Media Center. Logan is punctual, always present, always pleasant, and always on task. He has an excellent ability to convey information to his tutees by explaining concepts from different angles and by providing analogies to boost comprehension. His exceptional dedication to the peer tutoring program was very apparent when he returned to Cherokee one evening, one night, during the middle of his family's summer vacation at the shore to represent AIM at the school's club fair in August. I applaud Logan for his diligence, dedication, and exceptional contributions to the AIM peer tutoring program. Congratulations, Logan.
I have had the privilege of working with Julia Vaziri over the past 4 years, and I have tremendous admiration for her strong work ethic. She has managed to overcome challenges, yet never complains, and her hard work and diligence are evident in her success in the classroom. Julia will be attending Curry College in Massachusetts next fall, where she will be working towards her degree in education, and I know she will continue to be very successful.
Where is he? Good evening. My People's Choice Award goes to Michael Shepis. Tenacious, funny, resilient, kind, and reflective are just a few of the adjectives that come to mind when I think of Mike. Mike has made me laugh, and he has made me furious more times than I can count over the 3 years that I have worked with him. Last night I was watching that show, The Voice, and it's coming down to the finale, and all the coaches, those celebrity coaches, are talking about what makes their people great. And the word that kept coming up over and over was growth. Michael has shown such growth. I am so proud. He has shown growth as a student, growth as a son, as a grandson, and now growth as a man. He has found his voice, and I'm so, so proud of him. Congratulations. Paul.
It has been my distinct pleasure to know my People's Choice Award recipient since she was in elementary school and was one of the children in the Evesham Child Care Program where I was a counselor. Even then, Kaitlyn DeBlasio was kind and respectful, funny and charismatic, as well as outgoing and precocious. Years later, as assistant director of Cherokee Theater, I was thrilled to see that Kaitlyn was among the troupe of freshmen in our fall show, Scrooge, where her outstanding vocal, dance, and performance auditions earned her the role of Tiny Tim. Since then, Kaitlyn has implemented all of her best qualities on the Cherokee stage, bringing her passion, enthusiasm, and dedication to every performance, and I am certain that she will continue to incorporate these values as she moves on with her future endeavors in musical theater. Congratulations, Kaitlyn.
Good evening. Mrs. Forney asked me to present Devin Douglas with her People's Choice nominee. And here's what Mrs. Forney had to say. From the moment I met this student, she has known that she would like to make a difference in the world by teaching the hearing impaired. She has taken college courses for the past year while maintaining a rigorous academic schedule. Her motivation to succeed and empathy for others is the reason that I nominate Devin Douglas for my 2015 People's Choice Award. I'm confident that her contributions will make a positive and lasting impact to those who are lucky enough to work with her.
People's Choice Award winner is Jessica Stroka. Genuine and compassionate with a contagious can-do attitude. She has virtually volunteered for every NJROTC community service event since her freshman year, while being able to stare down personal adversity and setbacks. She has excelled both academically and as a member of our drill team. She never hesitates to support and help our junior cadets and the program as a whole. I'm extremely proud to present Jessica Stroka with the Renaissance People's Choice Award.
I am delighted to choose Lindsay Waninger as my People's Choice Award recipient. Lindsay is one of those very special students who becomes like family over the course of 4 years. She has touched my heart and has had a positive impact on the lives of everyone she has met here at Cherokee through her devotion to academics, athletics, as well as clubs and activities. Lindsay has triumphed over the challenges that she has faced and is always ready to help others who may need assistance or encouragement. She is unforgettable, and I will cherish the time that we have spent together. But now it's time for us to share Lindsay with the world. I am so proud of you, Lindsay, and can't wait to hear about all of your future endeavors. You are unstoppable.
I'd pretend to read this, but I'm unfortunately getting to the age where my glasses need glasses. But I met my nominee 3 years ago as a sophomore, and I think a lot of us could relate to the fact that of having a sibling that was good in a sport. I don't know if any of you out there can, but she unfortunately had a sibling that was one of the best runners in the state. And she came out for track her sophomore year, and she wasn't the most talented person on the team, but she was a hardworking person on the team. And it was about the middle of her junior year that I can remember having a conversation with another coach saying that Lexi was going to be a leader on our team her senior year. And you know, at the time, I didn't feel like myself was going out on a limb saying that. And the things that she did for the team this year, she ran herself onto the varsity cross-country team, which I thought was a huge accomplishment. And one short story that really sticks out about how important Lexi is to the team. We were at a JV meet at Haddonfield, and the varsity team had finished doing their run, and the JV team was getting ready to compete. And the only varsity member that went over with the JV team to the line and sort of talked them up and got them ready for the race was Lexi. And I can remember just sitting back thinking, there's the sign of a true leader. And she's going to go on and compete in college, and I'm so proud of everything that she's done this year, and she's certainly going to be missed. Lexi Wilson.
My People's Choice goes to Lauren Glatz. Lauren keeps me calm on the non-calm days. She's always upbeat, willing to do whatever she can for anyone. Each day she walks in the classroom optimistic, enthusiastic, and eager. She's one of the most genuine people I've ever met. Her positive attitude, light-hearted sense of humor, and overall outgoing personality will certainly ease her transition to be successful in college.
It's actually my turn now. So this young lady is sometimes misunderstood. Miss India Bell, that's you. Little do people know that just below the surface is a funny, compassionate young lady who can put a smile on anyone's face. She is someone who knows that life can be difficult, but responds like a true fighter and never backs down. Miss Bell, I wish you the best of luck and want you to know that you will always have a special place here at Cherokee. I go high five. Hey, check it out.
My People's Choice Award winner goes to Nicole Lee and Tori Miosi. It is no surprise that Nicole and Tori are in co-op together. They have been sharing experiences since their friendship began in 8th grade. Nicole is employed by Wells Fargo Financial Advisors, and Tori is employed by A.H. Myers in Marlton. In all of my many years as a co-op coordinator, I have rarely observed the level of expertise, professionalism, and confidentiality demonstrated by Nicole and Tori. I admire these young ladies for their outstanding work ethic in school and on the job, and I'm honored to award them my People's Choice Award.
The person I've chosen to receive this year's People's Choice Award is Nick Spatero. For the past 2 years, I have taught Nick in my business education courses, and each day I am more impressed by Nick's work ethic. In addition to being extremely hardworking and inquisitive in class, Nick is also one of the politest students I have ever taught. He truly embodies the spirit of a Cherokee chief, and I hope this award motivates Nick to continue pursuing his dreams at college next year. Congratulations, Nick.
They say that the mark of a person that has integrity is doing the right thing, even when they think no one is watching. My People's Choice nomination is Senior Jesse Streb. This is the mark of a young man that conducts himself in everyday life. I've had the pleasure of working with Jesse both in the Media Center and a few times in the classroom. Jesse is an example of the best of Cherokee in his deportment, work ethic, ability to work with others, and his leadership. He has exemplified these qualities both in academics and sports. Jesse, you are truly a Cherokee chief.
Good evening. My People's Choice Award recipient is Janice Ward. Janice chose Humanities Seminar as an elective choice this year. This course asks students to join in on a wide variety of discussions ranging from art, architecture, to religion, philosophy, history, and politics. Janice is always a respectful contributor to all of our discussions. She offered her input with an informed mind and a kind demeanor. Mr. McKay and I salute her for always being willing to share her thoughts with us all. Thanks.
My People's Choice Award recipient is Anthony Pulverenti. Like Gehrig, Ruth, Mantle, Berra, DiMaggio, and Jeter, Anthony is one of the greats. Aside from his impeccable Yankee knowledge, Anthony is thoughtful and kind-hearted in all that he does. He is a true upstander whose willingness to help out, sense of humor, and pleasant disposition make him an all-around MVP.
My People's Choice Award goes to Madison Kosminski. Madison has been part of the Cherokee volleyball program for 4 years. She started with many freshman peers, but finished her career as the only senior. She was the captain of our team this fall. Madison exemplifies leadership throughout this entire season and before it even began. She led by example through her actions, her words, and the encouragement she offered to her teammates. I am proud to have had the opportunity to coach Maddie.
My People's Choice Award goes to Rachel Grace. Since the day I met Rachel when she was just a freshman, I have been impressed with her unique, kind, and mature ways. Our many conversations about life, farming, camping, and the environment have been more than enjoyable for me. Without knowing it, Rachel has taught me to rethink some of my family's daily practices and to really enjoy and respect nature. She is a sincere young woman who always has a smile on her face and a can-do attitude, which I will sincerely miss when she graduates.
See if I can get my nominee's attention over here. My People's Choice nominee is Gianna Carasillo. Gianna exudes perseverance in all she does. She lights up every classroom and the school store in Cherokee North. She has gained so much independence these past 4 years and continues to grow each and every day. People who know Gianna look forward to their personal name sign, her enthusiastic hellos, and her loving hugs, which I'm going to go steal right now.
Hello again. Whenever Rachel McEwen comes into a room or sees you in the hallway, she's always smiling. No matter where she is, no matter what she's doing, no matter what she's going through, she always sees the upside rather than the downside. I will miss you, Rachel.
Words and ideas can change the world. It says so on a bulletin board in my classroom, and I know my People's Choice Award winner, Kenny Leek, sees that every day. But every great change begins with just two words: I believe. Kenny, I have watched you over these past 2 years that I've had you in English class. I have seen you struggle, but I've always seen you pick yourself up, and you have always done it with good humor and a smile, even when I have nagged and badgered you, because we both know I do that a lot. I don't know how much you'll remember about your English class, but there are a few words and ideas I want you to take with you when you leave. I believe that you have great potential to be successful. I believe that you will find the life you seek. I believe that your future is a bright one. But most of all, Kenny, I believe in you.
My People's Choice Award goes to Kirsten Hack, Barbara Lynn, and Jessie Na. Kirsten, Barbara, and Jessie are very talented senior girls. You saw them up here earlier tonight playing with the string group. They have given many hours of service, dedication, and musical excellence to the Cherokee Orchestra program and have played in the chamber strings for 4 years. The music gigs for this group took place on school nights, weekends, all throughout their 4 years. But these talented girls never complained and were always dependable, professional, and conscientious. I've enjoyed every moment that we've spent together and sincerely thank them for what they've given to me, the school, and the community.
Would Mr. Brandon Mollett please come up, stand right here with me. I can speak for many people. Come on. I'll wait a long time for this. I can speak for many people in saying I am so glad to know Brandon Mollett. He has made good choices and learned important lessons this year. He is overcoming obstacles and working toward the goal of earning a diploma. Brandon's desire to do the right thing and his kind heart will continue to help him walk a path toward success.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone at Lenape District Television, it's my pleasure to present this People's Choice Award to Jeffrey Price. Jeff is LBTV's biggest fan. He loves television production and is always eager to be part of the shoot. Whether he's operating camera or making graphics, Jeff wants to be involved, and he has truly become part of the LBTV crew. Jeffrey Price.
That never happens.
My People's Choice Award is to Devin Kearns. Hey, Dev. Devin always walks the halls of Cherokee with integrity and pride. She always looks out for the welfare of others and has a pure and giving heart. Her athletic and academic efforts are truly something to be admired, and her character is something that will continue to better the world we live in. I wish nothing but the best for Devin in the future, because I know her future will be great. Thanks for dealing with all my weirdness for 4 years, and welcome to the Fin Club.
You thought you were rid of me. All right, on behalf of Miss Wilson. In the 3 years I have been fortunate enough to have Miss Sarah Bowers in art class. I have watched her grow into a powerful female force through her strength of character and integrity, along with having sensibility and creativity. She motivates her peers and me on a daily basis. Sarah will graduate in June and will begin new adventures, challenges, and opportunities that I know she will meet with that smile that brightens any room she enters. Sarah Bowers has taught me by her example how to live life with a smile and keep going when obstacles get in the way. Thank you, Sarah. High five. Awesome. Let's go.
You're 2 for 2 with the tough last names there, sir. Nice job, my friends. The late poet, Dr. Maya Angelou, once said, "When we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed." My People's Choice Award recipient, Rainika Reddy, gives. She gives not only cheerfully, but voluntarily, enthusiastically, compassionately, and wholeheartedly. Thanks to her example and leadership, the lives of many patients and families at St. Christopher's Hospital for Children, as well as in our community at large, have been blessed. Don't start, because I'll be right behind you, and I didn't bring tissues. I, too, have been blessed to have served alongside Rainika these past 4 years, and I will miss her more than words can say.
My People's Choice Award winner is Cassie Cotton. Cassie is an incredible young woman who works as a student athletic trainer in the sports medicine program here at Cherokee. Her dedication to excellence and a positive attitude makes her a leader in athletics, academics, and in life. As a student athlete, she has led the Lady Chiefs swim program to back-to-back sectional championships. Cassie has done an amazing job here in her time at Cherokee. Next year, she will move on to Messiah College, where she will continue to excel in all her endeavors. Congratulations.
My People's Choice Award goes to Nina Stark. Nina is a thoughtful and hardworking young lady. I am very proud of Nina for gracefully handling the challenges that sometimes life brings. I will miss her beautiful smile and wish her the very best at Rowan University next year. My People's Choice recipient is Mr. Jonathan Staub.
When I first met Jonathan as a freshman, he immediately stood out to me for his maturity, his strong character, and for ranking all of his favorite Beatles songs. 8 days a week, he is dedicated to playing tennis, holding a part-time job, and maintaining his grades. Jonathan cares deeply about people, is always able to see the positive in situations, and bounces back from tough times. All of these qualities make him a student to be recognized and celebrated. Congratulations, Jonathan.
Thank you, Mrs. Caputo. And can we just show our appreciation one more time for tonight's People's Choice Award recipients?
I'd like to take a moment and thank all of you for coming to the 2015 People's Choice Awards, sponsored by Renaissance. A special thanks to the tireless efforts of the Renaissance advisors throughout the year, and also a special recognition for Mrs. Lee Amar for completing the program this evening. This is going to be very special in the hearts and minds of the faculty, the students, and the parents, because it gives us the opportunity to honor those who have gone the extra mile to make our school a better place. Students, it is obvious that you are making positive decisions, as evidenced by your being award winners tonight. I urge you to continue to make good decisions as it relates to drug and alcohol use. Defy the issue and simply say no. Also, I want each of you to embrace Cherokee's core values of accountability, integrity, and respect. In closing, I would also like to send out a word of praise to all the parents who have done such a great job of raising such wonderful children. Good night, and thank you, and be safe driving home.
you.